Hi everybody! Today for Creative Creatures, we're going to see how I draw a sock monkey. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, so, I mean, I'm explaining it, but do I need to explain it? I mean, you saw the picture, you saw what it is. It's a sock monkey. So, okay, so there you go. It's not a real sock monkey. It's not, a sock monkey. I don't know how to say that without saying the same thing over and over again. It's a monkey wearing socks. That's what I thought was funnier than an actual sock monkey. And again, I'm going for Creative Creatures, so I'm doing what is this monkey called? Give me 1 second and I will tell you. More info. Don't know. Lost it. I lost it. More info. This is Tamarin. What do you call it? Oh my gosh, now I'm just drawing a name. Emperor Tamarin, I think is what it is. But he's got this gigantic beard that I thought was funny. And so I said, well, if I'm going to give him a funny looking face, I'm going to give him funny looking stuff, right? So he's going to be wearing a sock on his head because he thinks it's funny. So we kind of have to leave it in the shape of a foot, right? And then, but again, this is a real thing. I'm making this funny looking monkey, but it really is a monkey that looks like this. It really is a monkey that's got a huge beard like this. Now, there isn't a monkey that has socks on his feet like this. This is just me being silly. But yeah, I just thought, let's just draw a sock monkey, right? Okay, and then I'm just going to draw his hands over like that. Let's do his other leg over here like this, and he's showing off his feet. He's like, hey, look at me, I'm wearing socks, right? Same thing, put the hands over on this side. And then we're gonna give him some kind of big old tail. Some kind of big old raspberry tail. I don't know why raspberry, that just popped in my head. Raspberry tail. There's his arm going this way, arm going out that way. I think that might work for just a quick sketch. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Let me erase just a little bit. The sketch worked out so well that I don't really need to erase a lot. Ooh, I do need to tape my paper down better. It just popped right out. Okay, so let me just erase a few of these sketch lines because normally I erase the sketch lines and keep the confidence lines, but sometimes a job like this is just sketch real quick, get the placement, and the detail is gonna come with the Sharpie. So I don't wanna worry too much about adding detail, right? It's all going to come out of the Sharpie. Okay, so I think I'm ready to go. I say we welcome all the skippers and get going. Welcome skippers, welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find the things that the fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left enough for myself to see where I'm going to go. And if you want to see other things about other creative creatures, follow this playlist over here, and we're going to get going. So I'm going to start off with the eyes. Gonna go ahead and just draw those big old monkey eyes over here like this. And I should probably add a little bit of detail with the Sharpie pen, just to, you know, give it some extra flair, some style, right? I'm gonna color the eyes in, so I'm not worried about them with pupils or any of that stuff. Well, here, I guess I do need a pupil, right? Let's have them looking at you like this, right? Super big, kind of like that. Just big old pupil. And let's give him some nostrils real fast. Now, I talked about how a real monkey, the name of it and all that stuff, exists that has this kind of mustache, but go back in the in the pencil section if you want to see what I'm talking about. Here, we're gonna get going. Okay, so I think I'm gonna switch over to the big Sharpie because we just need the big detail. So for his beard, we're gonna give him a little bit of fuzz on top of his nose, and then just start out with the big old lines, just like that's it. That's what we're doing, right? Give him that big old beard. And do the same thing over here. Follow my sketch, and then just kind of play around with. I want to put it behind his hands too, so I'm only going to do so much of it. I'm going to do like that. This one, I guess I can come around to the front. And then I'll add some more detail in a second. But this one, I'm gonna have his hand in there, so I don't want to draw through that. I kind of want to keep some room for what's in front. Okay. Here, he's got his little beard. So I'll draw some of these lines like this. Then I'm gonna come back with the small Sharpie and add a few little extra lines. Now, most of this should be with color anyway, because it's going to be a little white beard, but I wanted to kind of accent the lines. And if you're working with pencil, you decide whether you want to add them or not. I just think that I wanted to add a few just to kind of accent the look, you know. That it's a big wispy beard. But again, I should probably be doing it with color, you know? But I'm gonna keep saying that while I'm drawing lines, so you can't stop me. You can't stop me. But I did provide edges, and that was my main goal. So I can separate the edges of this white beard to the rest of his body. Okay. Something like that, okay? So, I'm gonna keep going, and I'm going to, I know it's kind of floating, but I'm gonna go ahead and draw his hand over his leg right here. That way I know where the rest of this is and where I can start adding to him. So, his leg, his knee is gonna be like this. Down to his leg. And so I've got his hands over his legs because he's holding his leg. Well, you saw the picture. I don't know why I'm trying to describe it to you. You know what we're doing. All right, so there's one little monkey finger. Like that, and then the rest of them are hanging over, right? I'm going to draw his little monkey thumb like this. And so now I have an edge, and I can draw his arm here with a little bit of tufts of fur like that. And now I've got an edge. Now I know how far I can bring down this beard. Right? Which, see, it didn't even touch anyway the way I did it. But I wanted to make sure that I added enough. We'll do that. We'll say that some of it does go back there. That way I can justify why I was waiting to draw that line. We'll draw a few more little tufts too, because it's not all going to be perfectly groomed into one little portion, right? Let's let's do the same thing here. We're gonna kind of come down and do like that. That way it's kind of, you know, he doesn't comb it, you know, so we can get a little out of control and justify some crazy lines. There we go. All right. Again, let me add some points like that. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's do the top. We haven't really drawn any of that stuff. So let me draw where the sides of his head is. Little tufts like that. I'm gonna do a little tuft over here because I'm gonna draw some ears. Like this. I know it kind of looks like a teddy bear at this point, but he's got lots of hairs, lots of monkey hairs that kind of define his monkey look. And so I'm not gonna draw all the hairs. I just want to draw a few, just to kind of show, you know, the tufts and hair that he's got. So, but basically I wanted to do this, so now I can draw his little sock hat. Okay, because he's just a silly old monkey with a sock on his head. And it normally wouldn't sit up like this, but I figured it's like, you know what, this is our creative time. We can do whatever we want. So to make it look like a sock, let's go ahead and keep it in that foot shape, right? But it is kind of all wangly dangly and hanging over. So I will say that it's you know, just kind of floppy. All right, and so I want to draw lines for a sock, you know, so those socks that have the lines at the top. I'm gonna leave it for color. I'm not gonna worry about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it down like this. His shoulders are gonna be right back here. I'm gonna go ahead and do some. So you see where it is, because I need to draw his elbow, because this one, same thing, is over the leg. So we're gonna say this one is like this, okay? That means also I can go ahead and draw the forearm like that. And mostly, again, this is fur and fuzz, which I'll let color do, but I do want to add a little bit of lines just to show that it's furry and fuzzed. Okay. So let's draw, just like we did here, I'm going to draw the knee down to his to his sock like that. And this one's over here like this. And then I'm gonna do the hands just like I did over here, because again, he's lifting his feet up so you can see he's excited. Hey, look at my sock feet. I'm a sock monkey. All right, and I'm gonna draw the other fingers dangling over like this. And then again, he's kind of sitting like this. So the thumb is back behind it all like that. And I mean, I can add extra features or extra detail, I'm sorry, for the hands, but I think I should do that with color. You know, I don't want to get too elaborate with all the little detail I can add into the hands. I think color would look better if I do that, you know? All right. Okay, so that means now that I have an edge, I can also bring that in. Say there's his forearm like that. Okay, now let's draw his socks. And so now I'm just gonna draw his old monkey legs with socks coming down like this. There's the heel. I got his toes kind of exaggerated where his little thumb toe, big toe is, and then the other toes, but they're all in the sock, so you can't really see the detail except for maybe a little bit of stretch there like that, like he's kind of sticking out the toe. Okay, so that's all I'm really gonna do, and just kind of say, yeah, it's the rest of it's a wangly dangly sock. Okay, same thing over here. I'm going to draw down to the heel, bring it back up. I'm going to do pretty much like I did there. He's kind of showing off his big toes. You know, kind of stretching that one out more, just a little bit more, just to give it a weird little stretch of the toe. And again, just kind of draw a little bit of sock stretch, something like that. Okay, and then I'm going to draw the rest of his fur. So his legs, he's sitting on his booty, and so there's his bottom like that, and then his tail's going to come out here. So for his tail, I'm just going to get real crazy. I'm just kind of, oops, I don't know why I did a little flat end like that, but you know what? That's okay. That is okay. Like that. And that way it'll, I don't know why I drew into the sock like that. No, I know why. Because I was going too fast. And I wasn't being safe. But that's how we play sometimes. It's like, we don't have time to be safe. We got stuff to draw. And again, more hairs. And then his legs are kind of like this. And there you go. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So for creative creatures, that is a sock monkey. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.